King. She is a one-star director with our company. She enjoys helping people. She has fun while doing it. She also has 100% of all of the information that you'll need. So without further ado, take it away, Kenzie.
Thanks, Marianne. I always appreciate you. We had a great time this last weekend convention in Atlanta. Marianne got to walk the stage as a gold builder. She's a phenomenal force in this company, so I'm happy to be in business partnership with her. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Marianne, I'm going to mute you out. If you need to unmute yourself, you can, okay? I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll get going on this presentation. Just one moment, let me get the right screen up for you guys. All right. Just 1 second. Come on, pop out. All right, I'm just trying to get this to pop out, but it's not. There we go. Okay, great. If you have any issues hearing or anything is going wrong, just wave and we'll make sure that we get it right, okay? All right, so today we're going to talk about this amazing business opportunity that we have available through Planet Marketing. It's a wonderful way to expand your life and get out of kind of like that rut that some of us get in, feeling stagnant in our life. So today, as we go through this presentation, I just want you to imagine in your mind, because it's different for everyone, what you feel like financial freedom would be. And I also want you to imagine what you feel like personal freedom would be. And among other things, imagine what your time freedom means to you. Now, many of you know my story, but not everyone does. The reason I started this business is a big part here with time freedom. I was home as not a single mom, but my child was very young, and I had seen this opportunity posted on Facebook, and I thought, well, I love travel. I've booked travel for myself in the past, and I need time freedom because my daughter is young, and I don't want to put her in daycare if I don't have to. So I looked into the information on the business, and I realized that it was a good fit for us, for myself and my family, and I went for it, and I've never looked back. I've loved it ever since. But for me, a big reason why I'm doing this is time freedom. And, the personal freedom and financial freedom is, a great asset as well. So tonight during this little presentation, we're going to talk about how you can design your ideal life with Planet Marketing. And we're going to discover how we can earn more, travel more, save more, and experience so much more through a home-based business. Being an entrepreneur is really fantastic because I don't have a boss. If I want to get up and go to lunch with a friend at 1 in the afternoon, I can do that. If I want to go to the park with my daughter, any time of the day, I can do that, and I don't have to ask permission. I don't have to ask for a bathroom break. I do what I need to do and want to do in my life, and my success is up to me, and that's what I love. That's what I love about this business too. So let's talk about who we are through Planet Marketing. This is our founder, Mr. Donald Bradley. We had the opportunity to spend time with him at convention this past week, and he is truly a phenomenal man. He's just so caring, and he just desires all of us to be successful. He wants to have an opportunity for people to get income now, not to have to wait for so long to get paid for things. He wants us to, start earning an income now. And so with this business, we actually get paid weekly. And that's really nice. Some people get paid once a month in their job, and it can be difficult to, balance finances and things like that. So in this company, we do get paid weekly, and I like that. Planet Marketing is a company that's been around. In October, it's going to be 3 years. This marketing side of the business has been here for 3 years. We're completely online. Our business is online. We are based out of Atlanta, Georgia for Planet Marketing, and we are an international company. We're in 20 countries, and we just expanded into Mexico last week. So that's incredibly exciting, especially if some of our Spanish-speaking friends. It's going to be phenomenal for them to expand their business into a whole other country. This is Mr. James Ferrara, and he's the IntelliTravel co-founder and president. So Mr. Ferrara has been with IntelliTravel, and they've been in business for over 27 years. They are the original home-based travel business company. So if you see any other home-based travel businesses, they're all copies basically of IntelliTravel because they are the original. We have fun with this business, and as a bonus, we get an income. Fun and money, great combination. Now, we do have so many accreditations through CLIA, ARC, Better Business Bureau. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And not only is that difficult to achieve, but to maintain it is even more impressive to be able to keep that for so long. IntelliTravel is based out of Delray Beach, Florida, so another USA-based company. So they're kind of, right here in our homeland, which is nice. IntelliTravel has an exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. So if someone wants to be a travel agent with IntelliTravel, they will need to be referred back to a Planet Marketing rep to help them get into the business and be their sponsor, their coach, their mentor throughout their business experience. A person cannot call IntelliTravel and say, hey, I want to be a travel agent with you. They must have a sponsor so that they can have that personal support that is really important in business. We have amazing corporate leadership within Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel. This gentleman here is our president and CEO, and he is so funny. He was at convention and he had us all cracking up. I mean, you think of a president and CEO being really stuffy in their suit and everything, but he's hilarious. And he has decades of executive management experience, managed billion-dollar companies across the globe. So he has a lot of experience. He's no chump. He's got our back, and he is very interested in our success. Miss Leanne Treckler is our COO. She manages the entire Planet Marketing support team. And man, this woman, she's a go-getter, and we wonder if she even ever sleeps because she does so much for us. We do have, a compliance team within Planet Marketing, which is very important for keeping everything, kosher. And we also get a lot of recognition within the company as we make different advancements. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So some of the industry awards and recognitions, I won't read them all because I know you all can read, but I mentioned the Better Business Bureau. That's very important. And we have, with this Travel Insured, we are listed as the Host Agency of the Year. So that's very exciting. With CLIA, we've got a great award and recognition through CLIA as well. So this just goes to say that, we can talk about the business all day long, but once you show these recognitions and these achievements, that's when you can really see that this business is legit and is real and is here to stay. So by becoming a travel agent, you can realize the earning power of what is literally the largest industry on the planet. People travel for so many reasons. We travel for entertainment, we travel for business, we travel for weddings, and we travel for emergencies and for, things we may not want to travel for. But regardless of the reason, people travel and they will continue to travel, which is really good for us as travel agents because we know that this isn't a fly-by-night industry. It's here to stay. People will always be traveling. Within our business as travel agents, we're able to do a lot of things. Some of these things are family reunions. We can do common interest groups, such as maybe you've got a sports team, that travels together, or knitting clubs. One of our leader, Aunt B, she actually has been communicating with different knitting clubs because they do group cruises and group getaways and things like that. So we're also able to, help the wedding industry. We've got the honeymoons, the destination weddings, anniversaries. Someone's getting married and having an anniversary really every day. So we're lucky that we're able to, take advantage of the situation that people are already going to be doing anyway. They're going on a honeymoon anyway, so we may as well help them make their honeymoon as seamless as possible through our services. And with the group travel, corporate events, church events, retreats, fraternities and sororities, along with the sports teams, like I mentioned. And we're also able to book sporting events like NBA, Major League Baseball, hockey, and we can do concerts too. So that's really exciting. We have so many possibilities with this business. Travel is an $8 trillion annual industry, and it's only projected to grow within the next 10 years, nearly double to $15 trillion. Like trillion, you guys, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money coming and going, and it is the #1 research category online. This statistic I find very interesting because the time of day that people are typically searching for travel online is between the hours of 9 to 5. We all know what most people are doing between the hours of 9 to 5, and that's being at work. So you imagine somebody at work, they're, in their cubicle, they're wishing they were anywhere but in that cubicle, so they get online and they start researching travel. Well, it's the #1 research category. So when we know that people are traveling anyway, let's help them. Let's help them, and in turn help us in our business, and get their vacation set up properly. People can go online and book things, but it's not always done properly. And then they've got some, nasty things they got to fix to make their vacation work out all right. one demographic that's really fueling the growth of travel are the baby boomers, because they've worked, they're getting to the age of retirement. It said that there's one baby boomer retiring every 20 seconds for the next 20 years. That's a lot of people that we can book travel for, and they're going to travel well. They're not going to just stay in these gross places. They're going to travel well because they've worked hard their lives and they're ready to relax. They are ready. The millennials also spend a ton on travel. $200 billion annually is the figure given for millennials traveling. Now, millennials, it's a totally different demographic of the baby boomers, but they travel and they want good places to stay. They want adventure in their vacations, and they want it right now. We know how millennials can be. They want it now, understandably. So we're happy to help them, get to where they want to go with their travels. People are traveling anyway, so like I mentioned before, we may as well get paid on the travel they're doing anyway. Almost everyone is traveling or wants to travel, and that's a fact. It is a fact. Now, with IntelliTravel, we are partnered with major vendors worldwide. There are no third-party intermediaries. Our money, comes to us. We don't have to divvy it out all over the place. And we have this really awesome thing where we get these reserved inventory blocks of group cruises. So let's say that a customer comes to you and they really, really want to take this cruise during spring break, but they've looked online and the cruise appears to be sold out. Well, at the beginning of the year, IntelliTravel will go and reserve like big chunks of the cruise ship specifically for us to book. And that may be why your customer is seeing that the cruise is sold out, because we're actually holding some of those rooms. They're not sold to anyone yet, but they appear to be sold out. So if your customer comes to you with that problem, we have those already set aside for our clients. So we're able to get them on the cruise that they wanted, that they thought was sold out. So you look like a phenomenal travel agent, which you will be. And your customer gets to take that vacation that they thought was not going to be possible. So that's really an important part of this business, that places are already reserved for us on cruise ships. Very cool. IntelliTravel is best in customer support and service. You've always got to want to, contact your company whenever there's an issue. We can get them via email, via chat, or via phone. So we've got 3 modes of communication. Through our business, we are paid 70 to 80% of the commissions paid to IntelliTravel. So how that works is, let's say you book a Disney vacation. They give us 10% commission. So your vacations will say $5,000. You get $500. That $500 goes to IntelliTravel, and based on where you're at the time of the commission to be paid, in your progression, you will earn 70 to 80% of that $500 paid directly to you. It goes to an online account, and then you can decide to put it on a card or send it to your bank account. It's very easy. We get paid once a month with IntelliTravel. Very simple. Now, when you enroll, it's so great. You get a personalized website. And so if you have a customer who really does like booking their own travel, all you have to do is give them your website address, and they can go directly to your website and book the travel, and you get the commission because it was done through your website. And it's very similar to, many of the travel booking websites that you see out there. I mean, it's very easy to use, and it's awesome that you can just give someone your website and they can book the travel and you earn money. It's beautiful. We also do have an email marketing system within IntelliTravel, as well as sales tools and like printed material that we can send out to our customers. They can actually hold in their hands, mail it to their house. Some people really love holding, a business card or a flyer or something like that. So that's why they've given that option as well, not just a digital format. Now let's talk about how much you can earn with being a travel agent. I mean, this is about what we all want to know, right? Let's say you've got a gentleman who goes traveling for his business, and he's a frequent business traveler, and he goes to stay at a hotel 3 nights, and he does this 3 times a month. Okay, so let's say all you've done is given him your website. Okay, and he goes and books those hotels, which he can easily do because it's very simple on the website. You can earn a commission of $151. Now, if he's doing these commissions these bookings while you sleep, you wake up to a commission and earn money in your sleep. Who doesn't want to do that? So that's a great example of a very easy way to make an income with your business just through your website. Now let's say you've got a golf trip for some folks going to Scottsdale, Arizona. I mean, this can be any kind of trip. It can be a ski trip. It can be a a yoga retreat, anything, but 5 days for 4 people. Booking travel for other people, if you've ever booked travel for yourself in any form, it's really no different. All you do is you gather the information about what your client wants. You find a good vendor for them, excuse me, a good supplier for their needs, and you get it approved by your client. And all you do is you just input their name and address and billing information, and that's it. I mean, there's no great mystery to being a travel agent. That's really what it is. And so if you book this trip for these 4 people, you could earn a commission of about $275. Now, this wouldn't take very long. Something like this for me would probably take me 1 to 3 hours is an average time that it takes me to do a booking. So if I'm earning essentially $275 an hour, or excuse me, for 3 hours work, I'm okay with that. It's great. I'm totally fine with that. Now this is where it gets a little bit better. This is bumped up a little bit. This is a honeymoon. 7-day honeymoon, all-inclusive resort to Cancun, complete butler service. I always use this example because I went to Cancun all-inclusive on my honeymoon. We didn't have a butler, but the other stuff we did have. And I didn't know that I could be a travel agent at this time. Guess who booked that trip? Myself and my husband. Guess who got to keep the commission for that trip that we booked online? Not us. Not us, because we were not booking as a travel agent. We booked on just some regular old website. And so that website got to keep the commission that rightly could have come to us for doing that work. Now we could have earned $261 on that vacation. The commission would have come back to me instead of staying with, I think we used Expedia, hate to admit, but amazing. I mean, it may take you a little more time to do a honeymoon because you've got people who are, going to want some very specific things in their booking. But even still, $561. If you do one of those a week, $561 a week, supplementing if you are still currently, working a job, that's pretty great, because most people say that their full income situation could change. Their financial situation could change with only $500 extra a month. So, if you're booking one honeymoon a month, about $500 extra. I love that. Here's like the greatest, the group cruises. A 5-day group cruise for the Western Caribbean. Excuse me, I'm sorry. For 20 cabins, that's 40 people. Look what you can make with this one. $2,200 plus for one booking. For one booking. I know some people who don't make that in a month. So if you could do one booking a month for a group cruise, amazing. Amazing. And a lot of cruises will, give you benefits based on the amount of rooms that you book, and you could potentially take that cruise, for very little money. Very cool. So let's talk about how we can have fun learning and earning at the same time. We are able to do different trainings through our suppliers to educate ourselves, to get a better perspective on the travel experience. So we'll better know how to, sell the property for our client. We can acquire different vendor-specific certifications. So I can go to, for example, Princess Cruise Line and do their free online training and earn a certificate that I can print out and hang on my wall and add to all my certificates that I'm getting through these different suppliers. I can also become a specialist in different areas, such as you can become a Jamaica specialist or a Mexico specialist or a Marriott specialist. And all of these trainings are completely included in your enrollment. They don't cost you anything extra. This is a great way to make yourself a better position yourself as a travel professional. And people see you using your own product, and they naturally are going to want to use your services because they know that you support and use your own services. Within the business, we do have what are called IntelliTrips, and what that is these trips are specifically for IntelliTravel travel agents to go on, and so we get them at phenomenally low rates. This one is a 2-day Bahama cruise, and an ocean view is $289, and a balcony, holy cow, can you believe, $329, and that's it. Now, if you've ever priced out a cruise, you know that they're much more expensive than this, but if you're traveling as a travel agent, you're going to be getting some fantastic rates through your business. I want to talk to you about our guarantees because I feel that they're very important. There's a lot of people who are nervous to start their own business, and rightly so, because there are a lot of companies out there that aren't as legit as you would like them to be. So we do have the best travel price guarantee, and what that says is if you book a trip for your client and within a certain time frame, if you or your client find that exact same trip, comparison apples to apples, some other place, we have the travel price guarantee that says we will meet or beat that price. And for whatever reason we can't, we will give your customer a credit for the difference plus 10%. So that credit will be available to use through booking through your website at a later time. So it's great for you because you'll have a repeat customer. It's great for your client because they'll have that credit to use for future travel. Very important. Now this one, the no questions asked 100% money back guarantee. I know we hear this all the time, but this one is for real. This one's for real. If you join the business and within the first 30 days you decide it's just not for you for whatever reason, you don't even have to have a reason. You just contact the company and say, I'd like to cancel my enrollment, and they will cancel it, no questions asked, and they will send you back your enrollment fee. And I mean, literally, they just put it back on the card that you paid with. So it's not a big deal to get that back. We like to call this, come in and kick the tires, because you may not know if it's right for you. So we want you to come in, give it a try, give it 30 days, and see if it is right for you. That way, there's really no risk financially. All you have to invest is a little bit of time to decide if it's going to be a good fit for you. Now, this last guarantee is pretty amazing as well. This is our risk-free profit guarantee. What this means is if you start your travel business, and if you, at the end of your 12-month period being in the business, if you have not made more money or saved more money on your own travel than you have paid in monthly fees, they actually cut you a check for the difference. So you're guaranteed to at least break even your first year in business. Now, I'm sure any of you who are, many of you are business minded, and that most companies, most businesses that start up do not expect to receive it, to see any kind of profit in their first year, just due to startup costs and things like that. So this risk-free profit guarantee is cool. I've never seen this before in any other company that I've looked into, and I love it. I love it. I was able to thankfully book enough travel in my business that I didn't have to take advantage of this guarantee, but it's there for you if you need to. Now, speaking of getting returns and things like that, if you decide it doesn't fit for you, I want to tell you how much it is to start your very own business. Now, keep in mind, this is a turnkey business. As soon as you enroll, you get your website, that customer support is set up. Everything is set up for you to be ready to go. Over here in the red on the left-hand side, to be an IntelliTravel ITA, independent travel agent, the enrollment is only $179.95. This is a one-time enrollment fee. So once you enroll as a travel agent, you will earn commission on all the travel sales for yourself or for your clients. You are guaranteed the best prices and VIP travel benefits for yourself and for your clients, best prices. And like I mentioned, you do get your very own IntelliTravel personalized website as soon as you enroll. Well, that's amazing. $179.95 for your very own business. And it is $39.95 for monthly unlimited support for your business, for your maintenance. Now, this one in the middle, this is the Planet Marketing Rep, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. This enrollment, you guys, it's less than $20, $19.95 to enroll as a Planet Marketing Rep. There are no product purchases required. There's no product that we carry for this business, so we are completely virtual. I can pick up my computer, travel anywhere in the world that I can get a signal, and I can work my business. I don't have to ship anything out, nothing like that. With a Planet Marketing Rep, we get direct commission on every time we sell a travel agency to somebody. When I enroll other reps, I will earn overrides on their commission. We'll talk about that later. And you also get a personalized Planet Marketing website as well. So for that, $19.95 to enroll and $19.95 a month. Very, very inexpensive to have your own business. Now this one on the right obviously is our most popular because you get to maximize both opportunities. You get to be a travel agent booking travel, and you also get to be somebody selling travel agencies to other people, empowering them to start a revolution for themselves to better their life. To be a Planet Marketing Rep and an IntelliTravel travel agent, it's only $199.90 for the enrollment, the one-time enrollment fee. And then it's $59.90 a month to maintain your business. By doing both of those businesses, you are leveraging the benefits and the perks of two great companies. They are two companies that are individual, but they work together for the greatest good, I like to say. So pretty amazing opportunities, very affordable. I like to say less than $2 a day to maintain your business. I mean, you pay more than that in snacks going to work. So very affordable. Now, I want to shift gears a little bit and talk to you about the Planet Marketing side of the business, our marketing compensation plan. This is how we can capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. If you don't understand residual income, I want you to really listen, because it's amazing the type of money you can make through residual income. What residual income is you do the work once and you get paid for it over and over. Mr. Warren Buffett, very wealthy man, he says, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. And this investment is way worth it, way worth it. Let me talk to you how this leverage income works, okay? So let's say that you become a Planet Marketing rep and you sell a travel agency to somebody, okay? So every time you sell, the ITA is referred to as a travel agency. Every time you sell an ITA to somebody, you receive $50 for that sale for yourself, okay? So once you do that, let's say you enrolled somebody named John. You'll earn $50 for John starting his very own business. Now, let's say John goes out and enrolls Susan. John will earn $50 for Susan enrolling, but because you're John's sponsor, you will earn $25 for the work that he's doing. This is where the residual income starts. You know, you enroll John, he enrolls someone else, and you'll get that $25 over and over as long as he's recruiting somebody else. There's no limit to how many times this can happen. There's no limit to how many times you can do your direct sale. There's no limit to how many times you can get a direct or a 50% match off of what your direct recruits are doing. Now, there are team bonuses as well, and each additional bonus you promote to, you earn an extra $10 per sale. So instead of getting $50 for bringing John onto the business, you'll earn $60. And instead of earning $25 for any work he does, you earn $35. So those $10 bills add up really, really quickly. And again, there's no limit on those sales you can do, or those the 50% matches, or the team bonuses. And the commissions are paid upfront weekly. So any work that I do this week, I'll get paid for next week. I love getting paid weekly. It's so great. Now, I did talk a little bit about the promotions, and I want to go through what this means. You know, keep imagining that financial freedom, the time freedom, the personal freedom as we're going through here. You can see how it adds up, and it helps you know, create a better life. So once you bring 3 people onto the business, once you help 3 people see the vision and get them started on their own business, you're considered a bronze builder. Okay, just 3 people. Very, very doable. Now, if you become then a silver builder with 6 people that you have helped start their own very own travel business, you get recognized as a silver builder. Now, the gold builder is where the beauty happens, because once you get 9 personal active ITAs on your team, you are a gold builder, and you start receiving that first level of $10 team bonuses. So like I mentioned, you get the $60 versus the $50. You get the $35 instead of the $25 on the direct matches, or the 50% match. Now, because I've got more than 9 people on my team that I've personally recruited, anytime any of those people book any travel, I get 10% of anything they're earning. So if my personal recruit earns a $500 commission check in a month, I earn $50. I earn $50. And I didn't do any of the work. This is the residual income coming in. I don't know even what they booked. I just see the money coming in on my paycheck for the work my direct recruits have done. Now, this goes also for the 10% match on the pay they're getting on the matrix, which we'll talk about in a minute. So you really can get some phenomenal income being a gold builder in the company. And the more people you bring onto the business, the more people you have the capability to get that 10% match on for the commissions and the matrix pay that they're getting. So at this time, I've got, let me think, I think I've got 52 personal recruits right now. So anytime any of those 52 people book travel, I'm getting a 10% paycheck from what they're doing. So when you sign up as a Planet Marketing rep, you want to shoot for a gold builder so you can unlock all these benefits. Pretty phenomenal. Now, the residual income, like we talked about, it can get a little confusing, but I just want to keep it very simple in that saying, for each person you have on your team, whether or not you personally sponsored them or if John or Susan sponsored them, you'll get $4 a month for that person. Okay, and each month that they renew their enrollment, you'll be getting paid this money. So, you know, you have You have to get at least 2 people to unlock the matrix, okay? 2 personal recruits, and then you start getting the payouts. So you see $12, you know, this person has 9 personal recruits, $48. You can see the math, but think of it like this, okay? The way we get paid. Okay, so let's say that you are a real estate person, okay? And you go out and you sell a home. And every month that person pays their mortgage, you're getting $4 from that mortgage payment. It's very similar in this sense. And so the more houses you sell, the more mortgage payments are being made, and the more $4 are coming into your bank account. That's the best way I've heard to, you know, compare this pay structure. So, you know, get all the houses in your neighborhood sold and be getting $4 from every house in your neighborhood. That's how I like to think of it in my head. I'm going to sell out my whole neighborhood. Each of those people bringing $4 into my household, plus the money that they're making on, you know, any new recruits they're bringing in, any new travel that's being booked, any new matrix pay that's being created. I get, you know, the 10% match on that, having more than 9 people on my team. Now the matrix commissions are paid monthly. So with Planet Marketing, I get paid 4 times weekly for anyone that is being recruited. And then once a month, we get paid for the matrix pay. So I actually get paid 5 times a month through Planet Marketing. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's nice. That's really nice. Now, down here you can see that the matrix is paid 9 levels deep. So at most, this is the max income you can earn on your, or max people you can have in your matrix of 19,683 people. So that creates a income of monthly potential $118,092 potential on your matrix monthly if you fill up your entire matrix. Now, let's just say you only did this partially right and you got, you know, 10% of your matrix filled. Wouldn't it be awesome to get an extra $11,000 a month on your matrix payout? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with $11,000 a month. I'll shoot for $118,000, but I'll start at 11. So there's really a lot of income to be had within Planet Marketing. And we always like to educate people on that fact. You know, there's just the building power and the potential of this business is unparalleled to anything else that I have ever seen. There's a lot of matrix plans out there with different companies, and ours is the most aggressively paying out. So I like knowing that because it involves my income. So I want to talk about the director program. Marianne mentioned that I am a director in the company, and I'm a 1-star director, which means I have 100 or more, between 100 and 300 people on my team. So every month as a director, a 1-star director, we will get a $500 automatic bonus. So as a director, you're guaranteed, you know, that bonus. As a matter of fact, a 1-star director is guaranteed to receive at least $1,000 a month from all sources of income. So I can rest assured knowing I'm going to make at least $1,000 a month. So that's cool. As a director, you receive a director's jacket from Planet Marketing, and you receive rewards and recognitions. And as a director, instead of getting $50 or $60 when someone enrolls, like we talked about already, I'll earn $70 each time I enroll somebody. And each time my direct person enrolls somebody, I earn $45 instead of $25 or $35. So as you go up, your pay increases. So if you're a 2-star director with 300 ITAs on your team, you're going to be getting another $10 team bonus. And that means that each person you enroll, you get $80 and then $55 for each time your recruits bring on someone else. And you can see as a 2-star director, you get a $1,000 automatic monthly bonus. Now we do have 2 5-star individuals in the company right now. So they will receive an automatic monthly bonus of $10,000. Now this is just their bonus. This doesn't include the money they get, $4 per person on this 4,000 total that they've got. So they're getting $10,000 for their monthly bonus, and they're getting 4,000 times 4, $16,000 just on their team pay. So you can see the money can really get huge. And then again, they've got that, all these extra $10 adding up. So $70 per recruit, $80 per recruit, $90 per recruit for 3 stars, 4 stars, $100 each recruit, and $110 as a 5-star for each recruit you bring onto the business. So you can see this can be very lucrative quickly if you're building a team. Now, again, keep in mind that these 100 as a one-star director, that doesn't mean that I have to bring all 100 on. It's myself and the efforts of my team that get you to those different rankings, okay? So pretty phenomenal. We don't have a 10-star listed yet, but Mr. Donald Bradley is anticipating adding a 10-star, and that's going to be a pretty special day when someone gets to that stage, because that's a lot of money, folks. It's a lot of money. And what's great? It's a lot of money for helping people. That's what I love, is I'm just helping people. I feel it's my duty to share what I know because it's working for me. And I give out the information and let people make an educated decision on if it's right for them. And if it's not, that's okay. We understand this isn't for everybody. But I love that I have a tool that can solve so many problems that exist in our world. Time restraints, personal restrictions, financial restrictions. I love that I have a tool that can solve all those. We do have recognition within the company. We've talked about when you hit $100,000 annual earnings, which means you're making $8,333 a month, you get this amazing sapphire ring. We were honored to watch 3 of our leaders get these rings last convention. It's very, very important and very impressive to know that the company's only been around for 3 years, and there's people who actually have the diamond ring, that they have earned the diamond ring already. So just in a short time frame, there's a lot of progress that has been made. So going down the line here, Ruby Ring, indicating earnings of $250,000. We've got, I believe, 5 people in the company that have a Ruby Ring right now. The diamond ring, amazing. That thing is huge. It's like a silver dollar. I've seen it. It's huge. And then the double diamond ring, we're anticipating to give that out to Mr. Shedrick White this year. It'll be an exciting moment. This Rolex watch is given as a gift when you reach the 5-star director status that I talked about earlier with the $10,000 bonus. So I don't wear a watch, but when I reach that 5-star director status, you better believe I'm going to be wearing that watch around. How could you not? Pretty cool. So this is a turnkey business. We've got the tools in place to help you. You get the website. There's a mobile app. These are all tools to help you grow your business and to be more organized and get information out to prospects faster. All the training is available online. It's on demand. You do it when you want, at your convenience. We've got a lot of phone calls, different live webinars like this all the time. And so your business is really easy to duplicate because the tools are in place for you to just plug people in and to let them continue learning. We have events, like I mentioned. We had the convention. The last one was in Atlanta. Just got home 2 days ago. So we have live events, trainings, conventions. We have live events all across the nation. And so those are exciting to attend because leaders show up and you can learn a lot while there. I want to be honest with you, because when I first saw this Planet Marketing Pledge, I knew at that moment that I had to become a director. At that moment, it was no longer an option. It was, I had to. What this Planet Marketing Pledge says is, you can feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, your Planet Marketing business will outlast you. Your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. Now that's amazing, because most any job out there, once you pass away, your income is done. It's gone. You're not there putting your hours in or doing the work to continue getting a paycheck. With Planet Marketing Pledge, that paycheck will continue, and it could potentially grow, because if there is anyone who does pass away, all the other directors are going to, really rally around the team that's been left by that director and help them continue to grow, continue to progress their business. So even after you've passed away, your income could grow because your team continues to grow. So that was very special to me to learn, and I got chills when I heard it the first time. I knew that that was what I had to do, because I've got a 2-year-old daughter, and I don't want to leave her with some gigantic bill. I want to will her my income once I pass away, and that is my plan. I don't want to die anytime soon, but if I do, I know that she'll be okay. She'll be okay. Now, from all this information tonight, I want you to decide where you lie on the scale of 1 to 3. 3 means no thank you. It's been fun hanging out this past little while tonight, but no thank you, it's not for me. That's okay. If that is you, we just ask that you get back to the person who sent you here and use them for your tribal needs, because as you know now, you can certainly help help them with their income in their home by booking travel through them. And I want to mention that when you book travel on your own on a website, you are paying a travel agent commission, but that commission stays with the website. So if you're using Expedia, when you book on their website, that travel agent commission that's been built into all the prices stays with Expedia. But if you let a travel agent help you at no extra fee, because we don't have to charge you to use our services, we get to have the commission versus some big faceless company. So keep that in mind, because there is a travel agent commission built into all prices for travel. You book a hotel, you book a cruise, all of that already has travel agent commission built into it. So something to consider. Now back to this point. If you're number 2, that's great. You liked what you saw, but you have some questions, and that's very understandable. We are happy to answer any and all questions to make sure that you can make an educated decision regarding this business. Now, number 1, we love number 1s as well because they're ready to go. They're raring to go. They're excited about this, and they've seen all they need to see, and they're ready to get in here and kick the tires, so to speak, and to make this a real effort in their life and a real benefit to their life. So please, whoever sent you here, please get back to them and just out of courtesy, let them know where you stand on this scale between 1 to 3. That concludes our presentation tonight, but I do want to say, you start your journey somehow. Start your journey of success. If it's not here, let it be somewhere. The journey of 1,000 miles does begin with 1 step, and we really truly hope that you see value in Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel, and that you can let this be your first step with us tonight. So that is the end of our presentation. I'm going to stop the share of my screen, and I want to open this up to any questions. Is there anyone on here that has any questions whatsoever? Please don't be shy, because there are no silly questions at all. We love the questions. I'm going to unmute everyone so that it's easier to ask questions. Sometimes. And if you need to mute yourself, if you've got a noisy background, go ahead and mute yourself, please. Okay. Sherry, any questions tonight?
I think we pretty much went over everything this afternoon.
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking that we would have, I'm sure you learned a little bit more about the business through this presentation, but we were able to have a good conversation today too.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm a number 1.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. After this call, will you be available to get your enrollment started?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We will make sure that happens then.
Okay.